Good afternoon, you beautiful, beautiful people. Manchester City play Leeds United tomorrow at the Etihad Stadium in a very big, very exciting game of football. My name is Stephen. Welcome back to the channel. Please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. It is massively appreciated. I'm going to preview the game today, talk about Guardiola's quotes, discuss the idea of changes, look at the league table, look at Leeds, and of course try and predict the 11 and the final score as we always do. This video, of course, is sponsored by the wonderful people over at Circl. They've got a few games this weekend if you want to potentially get involved, including, as always, their new product, the 5 Match Millions, which is very, very exciting. How it works, it's very good. It's very exciting. I've not signed in, so that's very frustrating for me. But they've also got the classic shifter as well, which I'll bring up on screen to explain right now. £300 potential jackpot. It's good fun. Basically, the way it works is every time an event happens, the pot shifts around, and if you're at the top of the pot when full time hits, you win the jackpot. Enter now if you want to. It's a few quid to enter. It's good fun. 18 plus UK base, and of course they've got the 5 Match Millions as well, which you can play for £2. You can win up to £1 million. All you got to do is pick numbers from 5 games, from 1 to 29. Get all those numbers. They all come in, you win £1 million. If you get a few of them, you win some more money with too. Some money too. There's a little bit of money too. It goes up more numbers you get, of course. It's like a sweepstakes, stroke a little bit lottery-esque. It's really good fun. 80 plus UK base to enter. I will be paying attention tomorrow during that during the games to the shifter and of course the 5 Match Millions as well. Click the link in the description below, man. Go for it if you want to get involved. So we'll be talking about Manchester City versus Leeds. How is everyone doing? Good afternoon to the only blue in the village. John Rowland, Kevin Day, SC, Renzo, Cameron, Brillo, West Holland. Brillo, no, not after the other day. Mr. Goldfinger, Sebastian, and Guy as well. This is going to be an interesting game, and Sean as well. You cashed out, mate. What was the cash out offer for you? I haven't even looked. So let me have a look now. Let me bring up the cash out offer for me. I'm still hanging around. Don't forget, gamble responsibly. 18 plus. I never gamble. I never do. Apart from this one, which I went for. £2,000 is the offer. I'm not going to do it. £2,000. I'm gonna hold out, man. I'm gonna hold out because I want to. Because I feel like you could get a few. Why's my camera all over there? Come back over here, camera. You could get a few in this game tomorrow. Now let's look at the context of this game. Of course, City currently sit top of the table, winning a whole bunch of games in a row, 1 point ahead of Arsenal. Arsenal don't play until Sunday against a team sat in 3rd place, and I'm pretty certain, is it an away fixture? Oh, it is. Arsenal plays Newcastle at St. James's Park, and you look at the table right there. We could be, I hope, 4 points clear with playing our game in hand, and they could end up winning that, losing against Newcastle, and we'll be 4 points clear, which would be absolutely lovely, wouldn't it? It'd be wonderful. It'd be delightful. Of course, we're in excellent form as it is. 3-0 the other day against West Ham. Fulham, 2-1 victory. Arsenal, 4-1. 3-0, a 1-0 draw. Kind of blotted our winning streak there, but anyway. 3-1, 3-0, 4-1, 4-1, 6-0, 7-0, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-1. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff. The last time we played Leeds this season, where was it? 3-1 victory back in December. Rodri scoring with Real and Haaland braced that day. City were the better team. It was a good result for us. Nonto gave us a few problems here and there, but City were by far the better team. And it's how we lined up that day as well, with Rico Lewis playing at right back, John Stones, Akanji Ake, Gundogan, Rodri, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Haaland, Grealish. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a very similar team. Leeds, of course, are in something of a predicament. They are down currently in 17th. A very good family friend, Nicola's mum's boyfriend, Sparky, if you watch Sparky, is a Leeds fan, and he saw me yesterday. He came in and he was like, "Oh, Stephen, could you just do us a favour and tell Pep not to go?" I was like, "For one, I don't have his numbers, but two, no, Sparky, I need some goals to go easy on us." They're currently starting 17th. I hope, and I'm sorry to my friend, that Leeds have a terrible day tomorrow and Haaland grabs 7 goals, because then I'm a very happy man. That's 5 goals will do it. They are desperate for points, and of course the context is that they brought in Big Sam. Which is crazy. It's crazy. Like Uh, Sam Allardyce back in the big fold, managing Leeds United. Javi Gracia's gone after a run of results. It's not been ideal. They lost 4-1 to Bournemouth. A draw at home to Leicester wasn't enough. They lost 6-1 to Liverpool, 2-1 to Fulham, 5-1 to Palace. I mean, that's bad, that, at home, man. They did beat Forest, but before that, and they also beat Leeds, but then they they beat Wolves, but they also lost to Arsenal and drew at Brighton. And lost to Chelsea. Losing to Chelsea, man, that's embarrassing. Either way, you look at their run of fixtures, and it ain't going to be easy, man. They've got us, Newcastle, West Ham away, and Spurs. That is not an easy run of fixtures. Allardyce has been loud. He has been brash and confident, man. I think Allardyce knows what he's doing. He's playing big, man. I mean, maybe he actually believes he is up there. I do actually agree his general knowledge will be as good as it gets, really, you know. I think it'll be really, like, he's got a wide depth of knowledge, but I guarantee he doesn't know more about football than Pep Guardiola. I absolutely don't think he does, unfortunately. Excellent manager at times, but this is a different level we're talking about here, man. He's just, yeah, I actually agree from Guy. He's trying to steer attention away from his players. I think it's a smart thing to do. I genuinely believe it's a smart thing to do. I think he's got to, for one, draw attention away from his players and also kind of create a bit of arrogance because he's up against the best team in world football right now, in my personal opinion. So it's going to be a really interesting story. It really is. And fair play to him for giving it a go. Now, of course, with us, we've got a good bunch of games. The interesting thing is going to be how we approach tomorrow, given this big old game here. Real Madrid on Tuesday at the Bernabeu. We're going to have to travel Monday for that probably. So we'll have Sunday to rest and then we'll travel Monday. Look, it's going to be tight. The players are going to be tired and we'll get onto that very, very soon. Then look further ahead. Everton on the Sunday. At least we've got a few days after the Real Madrid game. Of course, we'll travel on the Wednesday. Probably take Thursday off and then train Friday, Saturday. Then they've got obviously the second leg at the Etihad. And then Chelsea. Oh, God. And then Brighton, Brentford. It's going to be very, very, very interesting, isn't it? We'll have to see how it goes. Going on to the quotes from today, Guardiola, of course, talking in the press conference. Sam Allardyce said he could absolutely challenge for the treble if he was in charge in Manchester City. All right, Sam Allardyce, mate. Of course you could, pal. Of course you could. I wonder why your teams play such archaic football then. Do you know what? I actually don't mind Allardyce. I think he's got a lot of... I think he's a good manager. I don't think he's as good as he thinks he is, but I think he's a good manager, and I think he could do some good things. I don't think he's anywhere near as creative and as revolutionary as he thinks he is, though, let's be honest. Guardiola did talk about De Bruyne. He said losing just 1 week or 10 days is not a problem. It's the same thing that happened with Ake. If he's fit, he will play. Apparently, he trained good. He'll be assessed in training today. It's probably happening right now ahead of the Leeds game tomorrow. So De Bruyne is back. He's training like Ake was the other day. And Ake, of course, started the other day, so we'll have to see. He did say in the Leeds game, he said Leeds is a massive, massive, important game because City are a massive club. It is a massive game. He's right. It's like Leeds at home. I know it's weird because I don't think any of us would be nervous about this game if there wasn't all of a sudden that Allardyce angle. The Allardyce angle is a thing, and he knows that, man. He knows it is. Like he's got this kind of mythos around him, and fair play to him. He's created this like sort of aura of invincibility at times, and I sort of admire that, man. I do admire it from Allardyce. Not invincibility, aura of like there's an kind of an arrogance to it that makes him a little bit scary, which is kind of it's funny. It's funny. I like it. Guardiola did talk about the team. He said, I saw the Man City team really tired yesterday, so I have to see how they've recovered today. So we are tired, and that's sort of worrying. Like the players were tired yesterday, and that of course was the day after the West Ham game. The players knackered. I'm sure they took it very easy in training. He said, I have to see how the players are, how they recover after just 3 days. My decision will be on their physical and mental state to play. The Premier League is so nice. We want to go to 4 points above Arsenal. Focus, and all focus is on tomorrow. He talked a little bit about competing on all fronts. He said one of the first times we're there, but the fact that we play many games, we're used to it. What we've done being here until the end, we've done. It's not a surprise, but I admire my players. Yeah, I mean, we are. It's not the first time, but we've been here before, of course. We all know how quickly you can unwind when the games start to really kind of come thick and fast and all that kind of stuff. So we have to be really focused. Like, this game is one of many that we can't afford to take our eye off. Like, Leeds are a good side fighting for relegation, like fighting to survive against relegation. And as tempting it is to take our eye off it and look at Real Madrid game, look, if we do, Leeds will they'll cause us trouble. Let me quickly open the window because it's really hot in here. 1 second. Done. Heating up as it is on the pitch at Manchester City. He talks about Calvin Phillips. He was asked about Calvin Phillips. He said, I'm pretty sure he's always ready. Every player is ready. Again, doctors, sports science do an incredible job this season to keep players fit, and we arrive at the end of the season to have almost all the players ready. Everybody has to be ready. Everyone will be important, whether it's lots of minutes or a few minutes. That's interesting, that, isn't it? Whether it's lots or a few. That felt... I don't know. Is that about Calvin Phillips? Is that about saying you might not play a lot, but you have to be ready anyway? Is there a potential for Calvin Phillips to start? If you're Guardiola, do you think, look, if there's one game Calvin Phillips is going to be really focused for, surely it's against his boyhood club, Leeds United, man. Is this the one where he has to rest Rodri and has to play Calvin Phillips and has to go for it? I don't think it's going to happen, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Calvin Phillips starts this game of football because he's going to have to... I don't know. Rodri cannot play every single game. Well, maybe he can, but he's going to get injured or tired. And at some point, the law of diminishing returns is going to kick in and Rodri's performances will get less. Or worse, he'll get injured. Phillips could start this game. And I think what he'll potentially do if he does start Phillips is he'll play Gundogan and De Bruyne around him, experience there potentially, and he'll probably play a really strong team around him. Like, I think Calvin Phillips has got a good chance of starting this game. He talks about Rodri. He said, we will see today. We'll see the training session, talk to a few players, and we will see. I don't think he knows. I legitimately think he hasn't made a decision yet. I think they'll assess in training. The physios will say this, the coaches will say that, the players will say this. Guardiola will have his own thoughts, and then they'll put it all together and go, play him 60 minutes, or give him until half-time, or put Phillips on at the start. The only reason I think Phillips could start is because I think Leeds are going to defend like fucking mad. Allardyce has been talking about how Leeds need to learn how to defend and stuff like that. They need to stop conceding goals. So I wouldn't be surprised if Leeds defend so deep that Calvin Phillips can sit there and he can play. Maybe Stones plays there, says SC. Maybe Gundogan does, but maybe Stones needs to be rested. I don't know, man. I don't know. Edison is apparently ready to start as well. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. He said he doesn't know how the system Leeds are going to play. We have to adapt in the first 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, I think that's probably true as well. Let's jump over to the lineup. Edison, I think, will return personally. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I think he will return. How do we line up the other day? Let's have a look at the other day as a quick refresher against Fulham. Fulham against West Ham, sorry. West Ham the other day, this is how we lined up. Walker, Diaz, Ake, Stones, Rodri. Immediately, this man is starting. The big man up top starting. I actually think... Oops. Oh, what are you doing? I think KDB is playing this game. Anyone else think he is? Surely Foden's got to start this one, by the way. Surely, right? Grealish. Foden, maybe? Wait, click to edit is a fraud, actually. Fuck click to edit. I think... Do you know what? I'm going to go for it. I think Phillips might play. In defence, let's have a look at how we lined up the other day. Ruben's coming upstairs to choose a team for me with hiccups. Hopefully there'll be no hiccups tomorrow on the pitch, Hi, son. How you beautiful? This little man's going to choose the team for me. I'll be going, hiccup. He wants the mic. Okay. What are you going to choose, Rubes? What team are you going to choose, mate? You want the mic? He's just grabbing the mic, aren't you? I reckon... Yeah, don't pull the lead up, mate. What do you reckon who's going to be playing in defence, mate? The other day, of course, Akanji was on the bench. I think he starts this game, Akanji. Could we see Laporte? Maybe Ake will start, actually, because I think he needs a couple of games after a rest. I think Walker is going to start again, potentially. You're right down there. The wife's down on the beanbag over there. Masoom was just giving Ruben a bit of love on the super chat, which is always appreciated. You watching Mummy over there? It says Ruben. Thank you so much, mate. A superstar. Super chat for a superstar. No, it's not for Ruben Diaz. It's for this little angel here, isn't it? Look at his feet. There we go. Get on. There we go. Oh, hep. Defensively, I can see again. When you look at the other day with Diaz, I think Stones will play this again. Can we see Laporte play? I think Laporte might even start alongside Ake here because I think we need to. You're right, mate. And I think Diaz could get a rest because he potentially needs it. So Stones there, something like that. I mean, it's been a while, but Laporte has to play at some point, surely. Rico Lewis could play. Walker didn't have his best game, but I wouldn't be surprised. Would you be surprised if Kyle Walker plays? Yep, that was a yes. Rico Lewis could play as well. I mean, it's hard to say, really, isn't it? I mean, I'm going to go for something like this team, I reckon, potentially. Edison, maybe Laporte, Stones, Walker, Ake, Calvin Phillips, Foden. Oh, I haven't put anyone in click to edit there. I think that'd be Gundo. I think Gundo is potentially needed after rest the other day. Something like that, maybe. Maybe we see Alvarez. Maybe Ruben McInerney's going to start. You going to play right? You going to play left back, mate? Are you going to play left back? You going to play left back? Yeah. Your little leg is going. What does everyone reckon? Something like this potentially? Oh, sorry, that buddy keeps scrolling down. I think something like that. Maybe a few changes. Thank you very much, Michael. He is beautiful. More baby content. I mean, he's been sleeping good. Me and Nick are actually moderately rested. We're getting 3-hour stretches, aren't we? It's great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, how much that you kill for that when you're a parent? 3-hour stretches. It's great, isn't it, pal? Isn't it, pal? What are you doing? What's your prediction tomorrow? 1? How many goals?
3-1.
What do you reckon, mate? 2 goals?
3-1.
3 goals?
3-1.
4 goals? The hiccups will never stop. It's going up and up and up. That's it. It's going up and up and up. 5 goals? Oh,
yeah, 3-1.
3-0 City. I like it. What's everyone else's predictions? Ruben will judge the predictions. There you go, mate. What's your predictions? Cameron says 3-0. It is a mini-me, literally. A blonde version of me. Thato says 6-0. Like, Nico reckons he looks so much like me, which is very sweet. Everyone reckons Nicola because he's fair, but I can see me too, actually. He's looking more like me now in the eyes. Yeah. He's got the eyes, doesn't he?
Then people are starting to see you more now.
A scruffy 1-0. Hjalmar says 4-0. Look, I'm hoping tomorrow. My prediction is that I think we'll actually. To be honest, it's either going to be really tight, or convincing. I wouldn't be surprised if City really turned up and scored a whole bunch of goals tomorrow. Like, I think it might be. Do you want to chew my knuckle? He likes chewing knuckles. There you go. He's teething. No, he didn't actually this time. He's
giving him some Ambisol. He's just been like ignoring that stuff. So
really.
Ambisol?
Yeah, 10 years time you'll take over. The way I see it is like this game, it could backfire massively because, yeah, I agree. It's either going to be 6-0 or 1-0. I can't really see much of a difference because I don't think Allardyce is going to have time to really input his methods. And at the same time, like I wouldn't be surprised if like they suddenly lose confidence a lot. Yeah, he agrees. You're getting frustrated, isn't he? Because he wants to grab things. There you go, mate. You can grab the mic. Do you want to play with what do you want to play with? Do you want, right.
Give him the
There you go, mummy.
Give me
There you go. What's your sound on that? To be honest, I'm pretty confident, man. I'm pretty confident. Like, I trust this Manchester City side right now. I do. I trust it. I'm going to go for a 4-0, and I reckon maybe a Haaland hat-trick as well. Maybe that's wishful thinking at my end, but I think Leeds will put up a really stoic first-half performance. But 40 minutes in, City will score, and then I think after that, second half will be a relatively... I think we'll run away with it a little bit, and by 65 minutes, I think the game might be over. That's what I'm hoping for. I can't see Leeds having the fight, or not the fight, maybe the time to change things around. That's what I'm going for. Once again, guys, I would say don't forget this video is sponsored by Circl. There is potentially £300 to win it on the shift, especially if you want to get involved. And there's also the 5-match £1 million. Pick 5 numbers, play for £2. You're getting that out in the back there. And then you could potentially win £1 million. Just go for it, it's fine. Go for it. Link in the description below. 18 plus to enter, and of course UK based. Do gamble responsibly. Just Mathis says 5-0. And Big Sam whining about money in the presser. Potentially, mate. I wouldn't be surprised at all. 2-1 City, says Guy. I'm quite relaxed about it. I think I'm relaxed for the same reasons I'm always relaxed. Manchester City are just inevitable. They really are. Like, this City side is... this City side is just powerful. It's just powerful, and it's really impressive. And like right now, I think De Bruyne will play this game. And I think that when he comes back to it, you look down here and look at this team I've gone for. If you get this, KDB to Haaland will make a difference. I think Foden will possibly play. I think Foden could play over here, by the way, and it could be Mahrez playing still. Grealish is due a rest at some point, man. Mahrez could play on this side, and Foden could play here. We could also see, by the way, Foden here. Well, let me just do this. Put Grealish back in. Foden could play through the middle like he did the other day, you know? And it could be Gundo down here instead of Phillips. And you could see Foden as a 10 like he did the other day, so when he came on. It could be something like that. There's plenty of ways that we could approach this game, and I'm pretty relaxed about all of them. It could do that. You could even see Rodri start and just play 45 minutes, you know? Try and get the game done. Guys, thanks for watching this stream. Do let me know your predictions. I will be back tomorrow at 2:30 for the watch-along. Ruben possibly will be making an appearance or two, as always, on my shoulder. This man, he thinks things are going to be shite, apparently. Don't know if you heard that, but I'm pretty certain he just shot on my shoulder. Lovely stuff. Cheers, son. A superstar in the making, of course, with incredible comic timing, unlike his dad. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Do like if you like that kind of content. You're a fucking freak, and I'm all for it. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. And that's his job. that's his job, as Roy Keane would say. And I'll catch you all very, very soon. As will this man, no doubt, be back on the channel eventually. Anything to say? Any final words? Anything to say? A man of few words, dignified, elegant, and graceful, as always. Love you all. In a bit. Subscribe. Catch you very, very soon. Bye-bye.